Hey everyone, today I'm going to be syncing my Raspberry Pi up to the Bitcoin network. I'm going to be doing it from scratch. I'm doing it with a Raspberry Pi 4, the 8GB model. Now, when I attempted doing what I'm doing here all the way back in 2011 for the first time with my MacBook Pro, that was, I think, a $2,000 machine, and it took over a day to do it. Now we've got 10 years more of Bitcoin's blockchain to download and verify, and I'm going to be able to do it, I think, not much longer a time, just because of how much optimization has gone into Bitcoin, how carefully the project has been moving forward, with how much care and expertise has gone into it. I'm going to be able to do it with a $75 Raspberry Pi 4, the 8GB version. I'm going to be using EmbassyOS, which is made by Start9, the company I work for. We run a personal server. We're the best in the personal server space. If you want to run anything related to Bitcoin in a self-sovereign manner, this is a device for you. You can also run other related software or other just services that you need in the digital realm. Things like cloud storage and web hosting, all that can be done on the Embassy really easily. The Embassy officially supports the Raspberry Pi 4, which is what I'm using here, and I'm using our latest upcoming release, version 030, Embassy 030. And because I believe it's just, again, really well written, and running Bitcoin on that, I think will do a better job than if I was to just run a Bitcoin Core on Raspbian OS. So yeah, we're gonna go for it here. I think you'll have noticed I just missed the beginning of it. I had a timer instead of a stopwatch, so I'm gonna have to add 26 seconds to this at the end. I'll round up to the nearest minute just to make this as sporting as possible. Yeah, this should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see how fast we do it. I synced Bitcoin Core on a Raspberry Pi 3 back in 2017 during the fork wars. That was the first time I really started tinkering around in Linux. And that took me over a month to do it. So granted, this is a much better machine with a lot more RAM. I'm also overclocking now. I've got this Pi, it's got a fan on it, it's got heat sinks. The fan is only like an $8 Canna kit fan hooked up to the GPIO pins, but the overclocking should help get things a bit faster too. I'm at 2 gigahertz here instead of 1.5. It comes at 1.5 gigahertz out the box. So the overclocking should make this really competitive. I think people will be able to beat me pushing this thing harder, getting better cooling and stuff, but at least they'll have a bit of a tough time doing it. This should be a pretty impressive and competitive time. So let's see how fast we can get there. come in at 2,595 minutes and 14 seconds. Now I've got to round it up, of course. That's 2,595 minutes and 44 seconds. We'll round that up to the nearest minute, like I said. So 2,596 minutes. That is 43 hours and 16 minutes. Wow, we've come in well under 2 days. I am so impressed. That is absolutely stunning a time. I really hope someone else attempts this. You could even do it with a proper oil or water cooled fan for the heatsink on the CPU. You could do it that way. You can try and hack your Embassy and make it give you a little bit more RAM as well. I used a 6144 for the dbcache, even though it's an 8GB Pi, so I left a little bit of wiggle room there. But wow, this was so much fun. I did it under 2 days. I really hope someone else attempts to do this, man. I'm sure you can get it faster. But the longer you wait to break this record, the longer Bitcoin's blockchain gets. So time is of the essence.